Okay guys, we're going to talk about basic subdivisions of rhythm. Now, hopefully I won't make you sick with this camera moving around a little bit, so bear with me. First of all, we're going to talk about this note right here. That's called a quarter note, and that type of note gets one beat or one count. So that's a quarter note. And then these two here are something called an eighth note, which eighth notes get half a beat. And if an eighth note is by itself, it looks like this. And then when they're right next to each other, they bring that little flag over and tie them together. Now the next thing you have over here, this note here, is a half note. And a half note gets two counts. And then over here, the circle without a stick attached to it, that is called a whole note. And a whole note gets four counts. So you would play this note and you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you would stop the note. Now looking down here, we have an E minor chord, and this is what the quarter notes look like when they're stacked on top of each other to form a chord. So you have four counts in each measure. From this line to this line is something called a measure, and a measure is just a unit of music basically, and it's a way to keep music organized. And most music, the measures are grouped into 4 beats, and it's called 4/4 time. And we find out about this with this thing up here, which is called a time signature. The top number tells you how many beats are in each measure, and the bottom number tells you which type of note gets the beat. So here the 4 is telling us that a quarter note gets a beat. So in 4/4 time, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 quarter notes in each measure. And that's why it's a good practice to count when you play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that helps you keep track of where you're at in the music. So I'll end this here, and then we'll start by listening to what this sounds like when we put it all together.